How's it going, everybody? My name is Paul. I'm here today to give you a live demonstration for any of you watching live. I'm going to show you a live demonstration talking to you guys about image optimization for eBay dropshipping. If you're not watching this live, if you missed the live stream, make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you get a notification on your phone every time I go live. I usually go live every Tuesday at 8 p.m., but sometimes I randomly go live like this. And unless you have those alerts set up, you're going to miss it, and you'll only have to be able to watch it later. But they'll always be available to watch later. So anyone who's here, I see we already have 16 people in here for kind of this surprise mini demonstration I'm giving. So if anyone's here, can you let me know if you could hear me? That would be great. I'm in trouble pulling up my live stream on my phone, so let me pull it up on the computer. Just want to know if you guys can hear me over here. So let me know that, and I'm going to pull up the live chat. Al's here. Al always makes it in, so welcome, Al. Loud and clear, they say. Okay, sounds good. Okay, guys. So what I'm going to do in this little video, like I said right in the beginning, I'm going to give a little demonstration talking about image optimization on eBay. It's something a lot of people have questions about. People like, Paul, should I rename my photos? What should I do with my photos in order to make them stand out, in order to get the best sales? So I want to kind of just demystify this whole process, make this very easy for you guys, and show you exactly what I do for my images and what I recommend that everyone else does, because it's really the only thing you have to do. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. Okay. And I'll just minimize this for a minute. So I'm right here on Walmart, and I'm going to try to find an item that I want to list. Just a random thing. Let's try a chair. I'm sitting in a chair. And yeah, this one looks fine. It's just a random one. Okay. No, this one's not fulfilled by Walmart. So let's find a different one. Not that it really matters for this. Okay. So hold on a second. So, okay. So in the good old days, what you had to do is actually go onto eBay, and you would have to list the item yourself here. So obviously you would want to do a title optimization, but that's where you'd put that in. And then for the images, what you would have to do is save the image to your desktop. And you'd have to, and the thought back then was that you had to name the picture using keywords. So in this case, this is like a lounge chair, right? And then maybe for the second photo, you might want to call it, usually there's more than one photo. So this is actually a bad example here. Let me try to find a better one. Okay. This is a really bad example, actually, because there's so many variations on this. Let me try this one. Okay, yeah, this is perfect. So this, what you would, in the good old days, what you used to do is you would save this image and you would call it like beanbag chair, right? You would give it words that were keywords. So for this one, you might rename it, save image as, and make it blue beanbag chair, right? Stuff like that. Then when you actually come to listing, you would add those photos, and the thought is, oh wow, these photos have keywords in them, so they're more likely to convert. But those days are over. Luckily, we don't have to go through this whole process of manually listing, entering all this data, downloading images and uploading them back up. Now we have software that does that for us. And so what you do is you copy down the URL for this item, which is right here. Come over to like DSM tool, which is the software I use to list my items. And then what you would do is just paste it in here and click import. Well, that one's out of stock. So let me just quickly grab another one. You guys can see this was really just a last minute presentation. So it's a little bit off the cuff, a little bit not really planned out. You know, this is just wanted to do this for you guys. So I'm trying to find one with multiple images. So yeah, this one's good, but it's the same idea for this one. Paste it in there, import. Okay. And yeah, if you're not familiar with DSM tool, this is why I love it. It literally brings everything over. Here's the title directly from Walmart. Obviously, I would change that. I would optimize that title. And then this is where the price is. I don't know what happened here. Why is this so off? So I don't know what happened here, but I'll have to fix that. And then these are the photos. So this is what we're concentrating on in this demonstration, these photos. So you don't have to rename the photos. People used to think that that worked. And in my experience, even when I was manually listing items, I found that changing the title of the image didn't help at all for conversions. So I don't do that anymore. I haven't done that for a very long time. And almost everyone I speak to doesn't know it. I only know one person who still does it. So these are the images. So you might be wondering, how can I possibly optimize images like this? Well, there's a couple of things you might want to consider. First of all, look at all these images. And it's probably easier to see if you're actually on the website. And look through them all and see if one is actually better than the others. So this is the main image, right? So this is the image that everyone on eBay is going to use. But if you choose a different one, maybe the one with the girl in it, it really like shows the scale of the chair. That might be a better image to choose. For one thing, your listing is going to look different from everyone else's. Everyone else is going to have this image, and you're going to have this image. So you're going to stand out immediately just for that reason. And another reason, it might just be a better image. The first image chosen isn't always the best one. But I want to show you something else really, really cool. Because this is not something that a lot of softwares use. Right here is a collage maker. If you go ahead and click that, it allows you to create a collage with all these photos. Let me just exit Skype real quick. So what I do is I'll put in a bunch of my favorite images here. There's one. There's another photo right there. That one looks nice too. And let me choose one of different angle here. Okay. And add collage. And now this collage is here. And if I double tap it, it's now my main image. So when people see my listing, this is the image they're going to see right here. And another thing you can do if you want to get a little more creative with it, you can add the image like this. Let's do this over again. All right, you can actually increase the size of it if you want to make it fill up more of the space. I don't want to cut off the girl's head there. Let me throw this photo in here. Make this one bigger. Even if it's a little cut off, it shows more detail there. So that's something people might appreciate. And make this one a little bit bigger. Right? So that's that. Another cool thing is you can add a border to it. Like that. Although I have to warn you guys, because adding this border really does make your listing stand out, but eBay doesn't allow it. eBay doesn't like when you have borders like this. So it's really at your own risk. A lot of people do it. A lot of people are getting away with it. I don't personally take that risk. I don't use the borders, but it's up to you. I'm just giving you that option. And you can obviously change the width of the border, and if it's a solid, a dash, dotted, grooved, all that kind of stuff. So that's up to you. Just giving you options here. Again, I know it's something that eBay really frowns upon. And so that's what I do for my images. I don't do the borders, but I do use these collages. I probably wouldn't actually do it for an item like this, I'm more apt to do it for an item that it might come in different pieces and you want to see every item that comes with it, or if it looks a lot different from every angle, I might do for that one. This, again, isn't really the kind of item I would do it for. I just want to give you a good example. So again, this is another reason I love these tools, because it just instantly populates all this information, makes it super easy to list the item. And then literally I just click down at the bottom, publish, and boom, it's done. So if you're not familiar with DSM tool, go ahead and check it out. If you want to, I have an affiliate link to it. It's the first link in the description of this video. But otherwise, that's really all I wanted to show you guys. I kind of want to demystify a lot of the myths about renaming photos and kind of show you how super simple this is. It's not something that you should spend a lot of time on. The most you want to do, usually all you want to do is choose the best photo. And then if you want, if it's appropriate, add a collage, because that could make a big difference as well. So I'm going to go ahead and pull my face back up. No, that's not. This is a chat. Where are you guys here? Okay. I'll end the screen share. And then if anyone has any questions right now, I'll be happy to answer them. Okay. So we have, like 58 people in here. So welcome everybody. Realist is here, of course. He's always here. Let's work on adults. Okay. Right. So Jason brings up a good point about copyrighted images. So yeah, well, basically some manufacturers take their own photos, write their own descriptions, and don't want you using them unless you have their permission. And those ones are listed under eBay's Vero policy, V-E-R-O. It's just a list of all the manufacturers that don't want you using their pictures or images unless you get their permission. But luckily with DSM tool, there's a function that it will alert you and actually not let you list the item if it falls within Vero. You can turn that on and off, but it's a smart idea to leave it on so that you avoid listing those items. Yvonne says, Yvonne likes the picture better without the border. It looks cleaner, personal preference. But again, with the borders is a little risky because eBay frowns upon it. Although I do know I've seen a lot of drop shippers using it. So at your own risk. And Realist brings up a good point, is that the benefit of those borders is that it like pops out. It draws your eye to it. So that's why people use it. Julia Pretty Wolf, welcome. So yeah, so that's really all I have for you guys. Thanks for those couple of questions to help me clarify things for you guys. Again, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments of the videos and I will answer them usually during a live Q&A. So thanks guys for watching. I hope you learned something about image optimization for your eBay listings. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. If you want to make sure that you don't miss these like live presentations that I do just off the cuff, make sure to subscribe to the channel and make sure to hit that little bell notification so that you don't miss out on them. All right, guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.